I'm Jeff May, own a small trucking excavating company here. Daddy started it about 4 or 5 years before I was born, so that's all I know. Anyway, my first experience with it was I had a truck that wouldn't pass the actuator test on the variable geometry turbo. Gonna have to put a turbo on it. So I got to thinking, well, I'm gonna try this. It's not gonna cost that much just to try it out. The truck that I normally drove when I did drive a truck, and we used it for a spare. So I had it and I think 5 more done one day. And when I left out of here in it right after they got it done, I could tell the difference. When I pulled out on the highway here empty, it was a lot more responsive, more turbo pressure. When I got a load on it, I could definitely tell the difference. So when I got back in here, put it back on the computer, and it passed the actuator test on the turbo. I bought a truck that had been setting for a while. The vanes on the turbo were locked up. They would not move at all. So we ran the carbon clean machine through it. About halfway through, you started being able to turn the vanes a little bit. Went ahead and ran it. By the time it was over with, the turbo was fine. All I had to buy was a probably $800 actuator versus a $4,500 turbo. So that's one reason I really believe in it. Just if nothing else, to save the variable geometry turbos. If they're not variable geometry anymore, they're asymmetrical or wastegated. They've all got moving parts inside of the moving stuff inside of the exhaust side. The particulate filters on the exhaust, we have started doing a carbon clean on them right before we pull them off to get them cleaned. At the 5,000 hour service mark, when you pull them off, they're basically white inside instead of black right after doing a carbon clean on them. The guy that cleans them for me loves it. He says they're so easy to clean, there is no carbon, there is no soot inside of them, just ash. He says it makes them a whole lot easier to clean. He thinks it will extend the lifetime of them by quite a bit by doing this on a regular basis there. I would say definitely try it. I really believe it's worth it. You know it's doing if it's cleaning the carbon out of the turbos and the DPFs and stuff like that. Been real lucky, haven't had to go internally into an engine since I started this. I don't know as far as what the valves and pistons and stuff like that looks like after it's been done. We haven't had the problem, haven't had to go into an engine. I would really recommend anybody with 25, 30 pieces of trucks or equipment. So I would highly recommend the HHO carbon clean system for their regular maintenance program.